Our next guest started running when she was 14 years old, and this weekend she's looking to break a Guinness World Record by becoming the youngest person to run 100 marathons.
Pretty impressive. We'd like to welcome 28-year-old Nadia Ruiz-Gonzalez. Nadia, good morning.
Good morning.
Well, just looking at you, I mean, you look incredibly fit, but 100 marathons, you're only 28 years old. This weekend will mark the 100th. When did it go from someone, hey, I just like to run marathons, to I want to beat a world record?
Well, I actually ran my first marathon when I was 14. I was inspired by my father, and I heard about it when I was in middle school. I had a middle school teacher who would run it, and he was really fit. He was a PE teacher, math teacher.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what is this whole thing about 26.2 miles? Like, what is that all about? And my dad took me out. He would tape the LA Marathon every year, and he'd watch it, and then he took my little brother and I out there to watch it the 1 year an Ecuadorian ran. And I was like, okay. And when I saw so much emotion, so much just passion, anytime when some people watch sports, and he's so proud to see an Ecuadorian win the marathon that year. I believe it was like 92, 93, like a long time ago. Yeah. And I saw so much happiness in his eyes. Like, I want to make my dad proud one day, and I want to run a marathon. So when I got to high school, I said, well, why not try it? I joined cross country and track, and I said, well, I want to try it, and told my parents, sat them down and said, I want to run the marathon. And they're like, are you nuts? Like, that's 26 miles, 26.2 miles, what are you doing? Right. But my dad, he's just smiling and said, well, you know what? If my daughter's going to do it, I'm going to do it too.
So that's terrific.
The whole family.
He signed up with me, and we did our first LA Marathon together in 1999. I was 14. We only ran, I think, 6 miles, 7 miles, the longest distance we had ever ran. Yeah. And it was the most painful, enlightening experience. I actually wrote my college admissions essay on my first marathon experience. So
that's great.
It was a wonderful addiction after that.
And it's not just the LA Marathon. Obviously, you've run all over the world.
Yeah, so I only did one per year for the first 7 years of running, because in high school and college I just devoted to that. And after that, that's when I started exploring more marathons. I found this website, marathonguide.com, and I saw that there were marathons all over the nation, all over the world. So I started exploring different states, and I used it as an excuse to travel.
Yeah.
Like I got the travel bug really young. I did the Inca Trail Marathon. I've done the Rome Marathon, Barcelona.
And do they do it differently there in all these different places?
I've noticed in Europe they do a little differently. The start times are a little later. They like to wake up a little later. Like here we have, marathons that start at 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Over there, it's like 9, 10. It's not a problem.
You also did the Boston Marathon this past, and of course we know what happened there. What was your experience?
It was a scary experience. I mean, everyone goes there to share the proud moment, and every runner there is always proud to be there and happy to be there. I finished in 3:21, and so it was quite some time before the bombs wore off, but it impacted all of us that we were there, because everyone hangs around at the finish line waiting for friends, waiting for family, gathering. It's a huge event. And I mean, I was there waiting for friends, and finally decided to walk back to our hotel. Our hotel was only a block from the finish line, a block from where the bombs exploded. We had just passed by there. It was literally 15 minutes before my friend Sally and I had passed by, and we felt the explosion. We heard it when we were in our hotel, and we're just like, what is that? And all of a sudden, just our phones started exploding with just notifications, calls, texts. We're like, what's going on? Turn the news, and our jaws just dropped.
Well, thank God you survived it, and we wish you congratulations on 100 coming up, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right,
Nadia, you're going to be this weekend in San Francisco at the marathon, and this will mark your 100th. So congratulations to that, and there's more information about Nadia, therunner.blogspot.com. Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Coming up.